Okay, good day to all science students. In this video lesson, we are now going to tackle the Science 8 Quarter 2 Week 1. This is under Day 3, the nucleus and Rutherford's atomic model. Continuation po ito nung development of the atomic model or the atomic theory from the model of John Dalton to J.J. Thomson and now to the model of Rutherford and the discovery of the nucleus. So, the objectives: explain the gold foil experiment and how it led to the discovery of the nucleus. Show appreciation for the contributions of scientists like Rutherford and Chadwick in shaping modern atomic theory. And create a 3D model or skit to represent Rutherford's atomic model and the behavior of particles in the gold foil experiment. So, the nucleus in Rutherford's model. So, kung babalikan po natin itong history doon sa previous 2 lessons natin for week 1, na-discuss na natin yung development of the atomic model. So, balikan po natin ito. Ito yung kay John Dalton. Ito yung first model na ginawa niya. Pero the first idea was originated from Democritus. Yung tinatawag niya na term na atomos or indivisible or cannot be divided. So, ito yung naging model ni John Dalton based on that the atom is solid. Wala siyang ibang parts. So, nang dumating si J.J. Thomson, na-discover niya po itong electron, and based on the model created by J.J. Thomson, yung plum pudding model, ganito po yung itsura. So naka-distribute dyan yung mga circle na yun nasa gitna na naka-distribute ay yan yung mga electron or negatively charged particle. And ito po si Ernest Rutherford, ito ay estudyante nito ni J.J. Thomson. So actually yung ginawang experiment po nito ni Rutherford is to support the idea of his teacher J.J. Thomson, but to his surprise, may iba siyang na-discover na hindi parehas ng model ni J.J. Thomson. Pero malaking ambag po yung ginawa ni J.J. Thomson sa development ng atomic theory. And dumating naman itong si Niels Bohr 1913. Ginawa niya itong tinatawag na planetary model of atom. And then, the latest one, hanggang ngayon, ito pong pinaka-ginagamit na sa chemistry, itong kay Schrödinger na model. So, sino ba to si Ernest Rutherford? Ernest Rutherford was a scientist from New Zealand who is known as the father of nuclear physics. So, in the early 1900s, he changed how people understood the atom by discovering something very important. Atoms have a dense central nucleus. Yun. So, siya yung nag-start ng idea na may nucleus, na may nasa gitna na nucleus ang atom, na dati doon sa model ni J.J. Thomson, kung babalikan natin, is distributed lang yung parang reason ng pudding model, yung electrons. So, before Rutherford, J.J. Thomson believed that atoms were like a plum pudding with negative electrons spread throughout a positively charged sphere. But Rutherford didn't agree. He thought there might be more to the atom's structure. So, kung ulitin nga natin, yung experiment nito ni Ernest Rutherford is to support the idea of J.J. Thomson, pero nagkaroon po siya ng ibang findings, ibang model na hindi kaparehas nung kay J.J. Thomson. Pero take note po, si J.J. Thomson ang nakadiscover ng electron. So, the gold foil experiment, Rutherford and his team shot tiny positively charged particles called the alpha particles at a thin sheet of gold foil. Most particles passed straight through the foil. So, mas marami daw yung nakakalagpas doon sa foil, doon sa thin sheets of gold. But some particles bounce back or were deflected at sharp angles. Yung iba po, bumabalik mismo at the same angle. At yung iba naman, nagkakaroon ng deflection. So, papakita natin mamaya. Ito po yung model. So, ito. Nang mag-release ng alpha particle, mapapansin nyo po, mas marami yung lumagpas na mga particles. At itong bumalik na ito, yung iba nag-deflect ito. Nag-iba ng direction. Ang sabi dyan ay tumama doon sa gilid ng nucleus. Ito din. Mayroon namang bumabalik exactly kapag nasentro yung nucleus. Mayroon namang nag-deflect, nag-bounce back pero iba ang angle. So, yung part na gitna na tinatamaan, tinawag niya yun ng nucleus. Yun din yung dense particle na dense part na kayang ma-deflect or maibalik ang radiation, yung alpha particle. Pero majority po lumagpas. So based sa model na to, kung titignan natin, the results shock scientists. If atoms were like plum pudding, the alpha particle should have passed through evenly. So dapat pare-parehas ang paglagpas lang ng alpha particle dun sa thin sheets of gold kung ang model ng atom ay kagaya ng kay J.J. Thomson. At kung babalikan naman natin yung kay kay John Dalton, hindi lalagpas yung alpha particle kung ganun ka solid. So yung solid pala nasa gitna na part, yung tinawag na nga po na nucleus. But because some bounce back, Rutherford realized that atoms must have a tiny dense positively charged center. This is the nucleus. Yun. Kung i-compare po pala natin ang nucleus kumpara dun sa laki ng atom, that is 1/10,000 yung size. So you are going to divide the atom into 10,000 parts. Ganun kaliit lang in comparison sa size ng mismong atom. Kung mapapansin niyo, mas marami po yung lumalagpas na arrow na particle. Kasi nga napakaliit lang nung most part pala nung atom ay blank, kaya nakakalagpas lang itong mga alpha particle. So ikukumpara nga po pala natin ang nucleus para siyang naglagay ka ng marble sa isang malaking stadium. Ganun ang comparison po niyan. So after the experiment, Rutherford proposed a new model of the atom. The atom is mostly empty space. At the center is the nucleus where positive charged protons are located. Electrons move around the nucleus like planets around the sun. So ito po yung naging findings ni Ernest Rutherford. And for your information po, hindi lang sa chemistry nagkaroon ng contribution itong ginawang ito ni Ernest Rutherford. So kumbaga nagkaroon ng link yung sa physics, itong experiment niya rin po na ito, yung tinatawag na alpha, beta, gamma ray. Ito rin yung pinagmulan ng ganong experiment, yung sa radiation. Ito rin model niya pong ito ang ginamit. So this model is often called the nuclear model of the atom. Yan yung yung kay Ernest Rutherford. And the discovery of neutrons. So mayroon pang tinatawag po na neutron. Yung electron na discovery po ni J.J. Thomson, that is negatively charged particle. At yung proton naman is positively charged. The neutron was discovered by nakadiscover po ng neutron is si James Chadwick. So before his discovery, scientists knew about electrons, this is negatively charged particles discovered by J.J. Thomson. And protons, discovered positively charged particles in the nucleus discovered by Ernest Rutherford. Ayun, si Ernest Rutherford naman po nakadiscover ng proton. And neutron, scientists noticed that the mass of an atom was heavier than just the protons and electrons combined. So, for example, a helium atom has 2 protons and 2 electrons, but its mass is about 4 times that of hydrogen. Where was the extra mass coming from? So, kung kukunin po natin daw yung individual masses ng protons and electrons, tapos pinagsama dun sa loob, mas mabigat yung kabuuan ng helium atom kumpara dun sa individual masses of the protons and electrons. Therefore, mayroong extra mass. Saan na kaya yun ang galing? James Chadwick discovered in 1932. Chadwick conducted experiment using beryllium atoms and alpha particles. He observed that the collision produced a new type of radiation, but it wasn't charged like protons or electrons. From this, he concluded there must be a neutral or no charge particle in the nucleus, and he called it as neutron. Sa loob ng nucleus ng atom, nandun magkasama ang proton and neutron. So what is a neutron? A neutron is a neutral particle. It has no electrical charge. It's found in the nucleus of the atom along with protons. Yun, magkasama sila sa gitna. Neutrons have a mass almost equal to protons. So, what is the importance of neutrons? Neutrons help hold the nucleus together. Without them, the protons which all have positive charge would repel each other and the atom would fall apart. Yon. Kasi kung kung titingnan natin dun sa charges, like charge, repel po, dapat ay maghihiwalaya yung mga proton na nasa loob ng nucleus. But because of the existence of the neutron, nagkaroon ng bind yung lahat ng proton. So neutron also help explain isotopes, atoms of the same element that have different numbers of neutrons. Yun. Ang neutron po ang nag-identify na halimbawa hydrogen, may tinatawag tayo na magkakaibang isotope ng hydrogen. That is the difference in terms of the number of neutron. Kaya may iba't ibang isotope. Pag sinabing isotope, atom siya ng the same element pero different po ang kanya or different in mass number. Carbon 12, carbon 14, Ang carbon po ay number 6 yan. Number 6 po yan sa arrangement ng periodic table of elements. So, ang proton niya is 6. So, itong carbon 12, 6 lang ang neutron. Ang carbon 14 is 8 ang kanyang neutron. Yun po yung tinatawag na isotope. The same element pero magkaiba ang number of neutron. The discovery of neutrons helped lead to the nuclear energy and modern atomic theory.